Okay, hello to my Leos here. My name is Angela, and this is High Priestess Healer 1111. If you would hit that like button for me just for showing up, I'd appreciate that to help my channel to grow. We're starting off here with justice in reverse, and I just get this feeling inside like I need to breathe, like I'm just waiting for a break, like I'm just having, a lot of load, a lot of things I need to get rid of so I can have some kind of relief or inner peace or some kind of clarity or some kind of breakthrough to make you shift this energy from one way of doubt, fear, disappointment. The Five of Cups, that comes to me. Anything that has been unjust towards you or in your life, or even it could be a person. So this is all about you becoming into your own, okay? Regardless of what people say, that's your channeled message, okay? And someone who was a distorted masculine, they can't really penetrate your energy unless you let them, right? You are obviously able to be that light to other people to help them up, or to lend a hand, or support if, prompted to, for however amount of time, but now it's time for your inner peace, okay? So it's like you had some kind of calling to help somebody, do something, okay? Say you've had a mission here that God puts you to do, and in the midst of that, there was a lot of injustices, okay, towards you, with this distorted masculine here, okay? Possibly giving in to materialism, and let's see, money here, just fights, war, just being, negative or, in a poverty-stricken, frame of mind, which doesn't bring the sun. It's like their sun is there, but like all these clouds are covering it. So, when this person realizes how much more power and strength they have, and they take it back, like you are, then, they'll be able to find you again or their soulmate, okay, and be the divine masculine that this person needs, okay? I see sexuality here as an issue at the moment, it's a beautiful sacred thing when it's in union with your person, but you just need to decide, like in the past, maybe you were seen one way and now you're seen another way, okay, and you realize that one is more important than the other, so you're exuding your beauty now, and you're attracting somebody, but they do see your inner beauty, and they do see this, you see you with passion as well, but not just that, they also see your soul, your luminosity from within. So there has been an injustice, and it will be rectified. Let me see here. Let's see. I don't see. It could be with a person, maybe not. You have two choices, I would say. Okay. One's a deep-seated relationship you've had that had a reason, a deep-seated reason to be together, okay? The connection, whatever happened, however distorted the male or the female was, or both of them. You know, it says male, but take it how it resonates, okay? Because we all had to overcome a lot of distortions to become where we're at, to unknow, or to, not to unknow, but to gain a consciousness, like expanded one, different precepts, you know, and like understand them in order to put them in place of old ones, which make you now feel differently towards yourself and others, and now how you act. So that's all a process, you know. And if you don't know that's what's happening, that's what's happening to you, okay? So this is a big shift that's going on within you, that, you know, you want to get into a relationship with someone who sees your inner beauty too. You connect on a soul level. That's the next one. Connection. And I said soul level. The soul level is spirituality, okay? We're spiritual beings having this beautiful earthly experience, you know, and while sometimes it can be very difficult, you know, being with the right person and going through it with them together feels good no matter what, okay? Or if you just plain out have, you know, your own inner peace, you know. If you have inner peace and you're balanced, you know, with your inner and outer beauty, right? Your confidence, your inner confidence, and you know, in your inner peace, right? It exudes outward, okay? And so really you're able to manifest anything you want, because you magnetize people. They see something different about you if you know the truth about who you are. And so for right now, the wisdom that I'm giving to you, you're just going to need to trust, okay? You're going to need to trust me when I say that you're beautiful. We're going to have to trust me when I say that you're enough, okay? Trust. You're going to have to trust your inner guide that says you're enough. You're going to have to listen to yourself and be aware of what you're telling yourself or what you're thinking. And, you know, trust in the wisdom of the divine plan, okay? So if you have any kind of fearful, you know, thoughts, you know, those will usually perturb you, I understand, and you're looking for enlightenment. But it says transformation occurs through acceptance. Okay, so if you want to transform from one energy to another, or become, you know, you're trying some type of a self-mastery on one thing or another, okay, because we all are, right, trying to become the best version of ourselves that we can, to give and take the highest and best love to the people we love around us, and the people we love closest to us and around us, is what I meant to say, okay? Because it's about us also becoming partners with the right one, so together, you know, we shine, you know, almost 10 times as brighter, right? That's why they're called like a power couple, right? Because you're in divine order of what you should be doing at that time. If you allow nature to take its course, and you're not hard on yourself, and you just try, you know, to see the things that, you know, you're doing that you could use some help in, right? Like learning about, you know, like whatever it is that's hindering you from moving forward and making you feel, you know, like you don't know what to do, but you want to move forward. Like you want to get out of this bad energy that you're feeling, you know, and you want, you know, a closeness with someone, okay? So I'm going to say it again because this card says it. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. You know, that's what wisdom is, okay? It says, let go of the need to control. Trust in the wisdom of the divine plan. So you're not supposed to go at this alone, okay? And if you're going to trust in somebody, let him be God, all right? And if you know promptings from the spirit realm, then follow those, right? Otherwise, you know, just enjoy the moment. Look, enjoy life right here with spiritual, you know, connect with a spiritual connection here. You're able to enjoy life together. They're, you know, holding each other closely, smiling. They're feeling, okay, like she's feeling him, he's feeling her, and it's not just like bodies with no intelligence or emotions or energy. It's energy. Everything's energy. So it's, you know, a very, very sensual, sexual, profoundly, what's the word? Profoundly, how, I guess that's as deep as you can go. The highest, you know, bond that there can be, okay, on this earth, whatever that is, okay. If you haven't experienced it, you will, and if you have, then you know what it feels like, okay. It's closeness, okay. It's also sexual freedom, you know. You don't just accept yourself, you also accept, you know, your partner, okay. And you're very close, so you're able to do, and you know, you're able to be close to them and vulnerable with them, and you know, have a very deep sexual union as well. That, you know, is let me see if I can put this into words. Is like a feeling where you can feel the soul. You can feel that it's eternal, okay? Like I said, it's something where you have to learn to feel like the vibrations from the other person as well as your own, okay? Because you can have there's certain feelings and them another, but you can also sense and feel, you know, how that other person feels, right, with their body language. And sometimes it's not just the body language. I mean, maybe they're shy, right? But I think usually even the shy people, you know, once, you know, you're like with your person, I think all that drops and goes away, you know. It, at least, you know, in time, if not right away, you know. Because look, in all of them, they're very, very close, okay? They got the little noses together, you know, and these got almost their heads together, and they're, you know, using their physical touch as well, okay? And that enhances the experience of sensing what the other person is feeling. Okay, so that just came out as a channeled message. Okay, so while you can also feel energy from somebody across the country, you can feel it here as well, you know. And so I know that's pretty crazy, but that's the way it is, you know. And I think I'm supposed to be teaching that because I've never actually said that, you know, in the readings. But yeah, it's, you know, that's the way it works when you go to like an energy healer, or like myself, somebody who uses Reiki. Okay, we use energy, and we're able to do remote healing, like from here to where you're at, and literally you're able to feel it. Okay, you're able to feel it deeply, like these people feel, you know, during these situations when they're romantically dancing or bubble bathing it up, or just, you know, hugging or, you know, frolicking, you know, and being playful, you know. That's, you know, very, very happy, light, lovely energy that's coming towards you guys. So somebody's thinking about you through music. They listen to music a lot. You may get an invitation. Somebody wants to court you. Somebody wants to marry you. There's doves in the eternal sign, or you've known for lifetimes. Okay, you could be going on a vacation getaway. You could be doing some dancing, romancing, obviously. Just a real energetic, lovely, loving time is coming for you, okay? The sun, this is your person, okay? Whew, the sun. So the real masculine is coming, your divine counterpartner, okay? So your luminosity, right, like Empress, he's the divine masculine here, and he's like, he can feel your energy, and he senses your inner beauty, and you're aesthetically beautiful to him as he, you know, watches you and sees you and do the things you do with, in his eyes, with grace, you know, even if to others it's not graceful, you know. But there is a lot of things you do gracefully that the masculine is totally astonished at your beauty and your abilities and your talents and your, you know, your, let me see, look at the card. To your kindness, of your love, of your generosity, of your ability to enlighten. To make things grow lovely came to mind. To channel, to become one with the divine and radiate and do what this person is supposed to do. It brings out the best in you. Okay, so that's the channeled message. It brings out the best in you. They're saying to you, this divine masculine, you bring out the best in me. Wow, that is so amazing. I love that. You know, and it's like this masculine right here, I'm just going through it. He's strong. He's very wise. Okay? He has had a lot of experience here. All right? He's strong, whether it's physically or spiritually, you know, with this eye over here and this star and whatever the sash is. I don't know what that represents. To me, it would be like victor or successful. He's got this light over his head as well, you know, and it's like, I know that's her, you know. And as he comes towards you, okay, you're gonna feel this energy of these things, you know. All of these things, you're going to feel them, even if you haven't before. Most of you will feel this, okay? You're becoming empath, so this is how it works. You won't know this person yet. You'll know things about them. You'll be like, oh, wow, he's strong, but he's loyal. He's, you know, he's very protective, you know, but also very tender, generous. What else? The other words? Let's see here. Very honorable, like an honorable person who really love themselves so much and they understand their purpose to know that, you know, loving other people is what we're supposed to do, and that changes the world, you know. So you're looking at him and seeing how he sees through his eyes. And, you know, and this is all just without talking. You're like, you just know all this stuff about them, you know. And so I don't know what to tell you. You have to go with what you believe. I've never believed, you know, in past lives before, but I did not believe it. I didn't. Yeah, I did. It wasn't that I did or I didn't. I didn't know like what I believed about it. Okay. Just so you know, we're talking about this injustice that happened to you that apparently is ending if you can trust, because somebody is special is coming in, like your true person. Okay, that's wants to support you and sees your beauty and, you know, wants to, you know, spend time with you and give you attention, you know, and hold you close and not let you go, you know, and make you feel loved and take in the love, right? And just, you know, enjoy the relationship of your two souls like they never have before. Okay, so it's up to you to let go of this distorted over here masculine. Okay, okay, that possibly, you know, was focused more on, you know, the passion than it was like, you know, the connection, right? The emotional fulfillment, the romantic, you know, portion of it, or you know, lack of support to, you know, get to the top or get through anything, you know, or climb the mountain type of thing, you know. So you now need to do two things. If you haven't heard me, okay, you need to write them down. Let go and trust. Otherwise, you're going to continue to be in a relationship with distorted, let's just say a distorted person, but this does say masculine, and another masculine came in here, so I feel like it's a new relationship. I feel like if you go back to this one, okay, then you can't have this one. And if you choose this one, that's your choice. I mean, you have a decision of where you want to go, who you want to be with, you know. But I bet you if I throw those romance angel cards, they'll show codependency. So if you need to learn to let go, I would say learn to detach. Look that up. You know, do energetic cord cutting. Okay, message me. I can help you energetically. You know, cut those cords so that, you know, the energy is not connected to you. You're not thinking about it. It's not affecting you. It's not, you know, the energy affects your moods, you know, and it can drain you of energy. So there's just some things that you also need to, you know, come to terms with and accept, you know, that they are what they are, so you can have this. It's like, why continue to think, you know, well, why did this happen? And I'm going to make this happen, you know. I just, you know, if I just do this, if I just do that, or if I just did this, or if I just did that, you know, and just quit thinking about why it is how it is, or why it was how it was, to focus, you know, on, you know, moving forward, because there's another relationship that wants to come in that you don't want to miss this cycle or this opportunity, okay? Because I say cycle because if you don't, you know, do what you need to do to get here, then you stay on this cycle until you learn what you need to do. So that's why I'm telling you what you need to do. So you got your pencil and pen. Let go of the need to control. 1. Let go of the need to control. One more time. Let go of the need to control. And you guys need to say this out loud, okay? We're putting it out into existence, okay? I'm teaching you manifestation, okay? And you're saying this as if it is true, not as if you want it. It is true right now, okay? I trust in the divine, okay? I trust in the wisdom of divine. right? I surrender to divine spirit, or to the divine. I surrender to the divine, or the divine plan, or both. But surrendering means you're no longer trying to control it, okay? So that's how you're going to let go of control. And that means you don't need to worry about it, because you actually can't even control it. You're actually just worrying about something you couldn't control. And so you're just being told, realize just that to accept it, that it is what it is. And if it could be something different that you could actually do something about, then by all means, that's another thing. But it's like the feeling of nothing can be done at this moment, you've gotten to the end of the road with this connection, and so that's just what is here at the moment, okay? And so if you're having problems, letting go and trusting, then all of your future relationships will, be also built on the need to control and, not trusting in the divine. And so you'll need to do that before this person can come in for you, okay? I hope you took note on that. That was a channeled message for you. Trust in the divine and the need to let go here, okay? That is not, and I feel like that's more on the masculine side, like they're having a hard time, and the justice card is like the underlying theme, but it's over here on their side for some reason. I kind of like made them like this, so I feel like it's more the masculine who needs to trust more, and has the materialistic, ways of thinking. Someone possibly in the military or with traumas or scarcity thinking, just in a haze, not quite aligned with the divine, right? And so, maybe not knowing they're doing it, or yet, okay, maybe they're going through an awakening too, like we all are, but there's a lot of injustice that this has happened on the behalf of this distorted masculine that led to this downfall, and so I think it was being controlling and not trusting in the divine, and I feel like, yeah, they were soulmates and they learned a lot, so that's the good thing is, right? Wisdom. You gain wisdom, and they gained wisdom. So that next relationship can be good, okay? Next relationship for you and them can be this. With each other, I don't feel like it is. I mean, it could be, right? If you're twin flames, don't you run and chase and all that? I don't know how that works. I do like doing those, but I'm not going to incorporate that today. Yeah, I mean, like, whether it's you or them, together, or you in it with someone else and then with someone else, there's going to be love here, and it's going to be on both, sides, okay? Yeah, so I'm really glad to see that you're finally together, being your best selves here, okay? And being able to align together, okay? And now you can create many things, anything you want, okay, together with your amazing, energy that you have, okay, at your highest frequency, your highest self of unconditional love, okay? Yeah, you have a lot of work to do that brings peace and harmony you shine peace and harmony out together. So you're a sailboat, so you could be going in a different direction than it's the direction of your dreams, okay? So get creative and put out there to the universe and to God, and they'll conspire with the angels and the archangels and your ancestors and spirit guides to bring it all out back to you now. It's like your time to shine. See, your time to shine. Okay, so make sure that we heal up and learn those things we need to learn, okay, about trust, letting go, control. Here's another one that says trust. Or I think I already read this one. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So that's, I know I'm saying this over and over, but you gotta get this, okay? So I want you to be here, not with the distorted life, you know. Once you accept the current situation, okay, you must have to accept it because, you know, it was, you know, you were in a deep relationship with this person. There was love, there was a lot of beauty in this relationship, but it just is what it is now. It's not that way anymore because of distorted views, okay? And, you know, maybe you've grown and have different views, and it's like they're not growing with you. They still have the same views, so they're still doing things the same, and you're like, no, things are done like this now. They're not done like this because this, that, or the other, you know. This is what I feel, this is what I think, this is, you know, how I am, you know. And it's like, you know, if they're not growing and, you know, in their outdated ways that are not serving us, that my highest good, you know, I mean, I can't live in that energy, you know. You can't live in that energy, right? So, you know, you're resolving your conflicts, you know, and trying to extend your love to, I guess, the person, you know, the distorted male here, over here, you know, instead of being like a douche to them, right? You're like, you know, I mean, I know what love feels like, and, you know, I really, really, really want to be happy, and I really want you to be happy, and, you know, let's make this right. Like, let's just help each other up, and, you know, go our ways. Bygones be bygones, right? Or help each other up, you know, and then, you know, move along together. But it just feels like, you know, this person seems to be like they're not allowing love in, okay? They're not allowing her love in, okay? He's closed down his heart, instead of being, you know, very like intimate, right? And close, you know. There's too many boundaries, right? It's like, I do what I do and you do what you do, and, you know, we just, whatever happens, but it's like, okay, well, I forgive you, I forgive myself, but, you know, I have enough self-respect to get more balanced, and, you know, to expect certain, you know, commitment and things in the things that are important to me in this commitment, you know, to have, right, that I feel like I'm worthy of, that I'm not getting, because I reparented myself. I did my inner child work, right, and I know exactly the type of man that I need, you know. Someone who is spiritually strong, someone who is, you know, romantic, loves you is what I get. Just thinks the world, you know, of you. A very sacred, healing woman to this person, okay? Like I said, you bring out the best in them, that channel message, right? That's how you are sacred to this person, right? That's how you are. Whoa, it dropped, so it must belong here. Yeah, so sacred woman. So this is a very sacred, you know, that you come through and you extend your energy, right, of, hey, how can I help you? You know, I understand how it feels to be misunderstood, right? Because everybody can can understand that, right? That, you know, you can still like not understand them, but have gone through something similar, so that you can connect and, you know, see how you can help them, you know, help each other, you know. I do see abundance in your life, you know, and, you know, I see it, your life purpose coming to fruition. I do see you as having a big effect, you know, like almost on the world. So, you know, it could be worldly, okay? You could become well known. It does feel like you will have a lot of riches, you know, and blessings, and go a lot of places, or grow profoundly, okay, to know all that is already within you, so you can expand the way that you live, and it be one of luxury, of bliss, of happiness, you know, of everything that you don't want to miss. Okay, that's your channeled message. Okay, so now it's time. Okay, you have wisdom, you are making the right choices, okay, or you're getting back on that hamster wheel. You're accepting that you can't control what you can't control. Write down what you can't control, okay? Write down the things you can, do something about it. And remember that comes from a serenity prayer in the scriptures, okay? Whether it comes from there or not, you know, I mean, know that it's true, but, you know, some people validate that the scriptures, the Bible, as very profoundly reared. Gosh, what's the dang word? Revered, sorry. Golly, what did I say? So if you can't trust, you know, in God, then, and you can't trust in His plan, then you can't be used as a tool, as a channel for what He needs you to yet in your life purpose until then. That's your channel message. Can't even remember what I just said, but it's true. And I know what I said is true, because I remember learning it. I need to remember what I just said. Yeah, so you're being prepared basically for this life purpose and this abundant time, okay? This time of abundance, okay? You're having a heart chakra opening moment, maybe. Okay, so if you get kind of anxious, or your heart feel like almost like it hurts, or it's like breaking, or, you know, go to the doctor, definitely, always. But for some of us, you know, that know that we're part of this community where we understand the workings of how these cycles go of awakening, right? Because there's always awakenings and endings and new beginnings, right? And as we grow, you know, and time goes on, and we change our way of thinking, or liking, or doing things. So you're growing and you're changing, and it's changing your outer world. So the work that you did on the inside, see the abundance? It looks abundant inside. You made yourself inside be one of wisdom, okay? One of prayer, one of luminosity, okay? One of inside of your inside looks like inner peace, okay? That's abundance. Inner peace is not something that you can replace. It is also priceless, okay? And you're the only one who can allow someone to quote unquote take it by giving it away to them. You are allowed to control how you feel and be happy, regardless of what somebody says, regardless of what someone does. Okay, we don't have to worry as much about what people are saying or doing or feeling, especially about us. You know, that's their business. You know, and so you're gonna have, you know, feel overwhelmed, overwhelming yourself, you know, if that's the route you're gonna take, you know. So remember to not care about what other people think about you. They want you to just be you. That's your channeled message. Okay, be who you are. You know, however you want to think and be and do things, do what works for you. Okay, and abundance is what you think abundance is. So if someone else's idea of abundance is different, then that's fine. That's what they want and they think is abundant. If they don't think what you want, what you think is abundant, then that's fine too, you know. So that's another you know, something that you need to learn, okay, that they're asking me to tell you is that, you know, if you don't agree, I forgot what I was trying to say. If you don't agree, that's okay. Like, one person can have one precept and another one can have another one, and there's always the truth, right? And I mean, everybody can have like a different view of like the same thing, you know, that perhaps happened, you know, if you talked about the same thing. Okay, but you know, they're all for us to learn things. So I think it's good to tell each other how each other feels without getting, you know, offended, or but then you would have to, you know, have already, you know, have your ego in check or integrated, you know, by, you know, not like reacting, you know, instead being more, you know, trying to understand, like truly, you know, and like really wanting to, you really want to know this person, understand them, and they want to really know and understand you, okay? And so if the person is, you know, not wanting to, you know, invest in you, you know, and you're feeling unloved or whatever, because it says I am enough, so maybe they're doing something that makes you feel that you're not enough, you know, with the distorted one. But now you know your abundant worth, okay? Abundance, and then I am enough. You know now your abundant worth, okay? All right, that's your channeled message. You know now your abundant worth. Wow, now you can move on, guys. That's awesome. Now you can hold hands and walk through that door, okay? You're going to be able to have got to the door that you've been waiting for to go through, to get to where you want to, okay? So your wish is now being fulfilled. You're getting what you want, okay? The things that we talked about that we wanted to get to be rid of, that, you know, wasn't true and wasn't really us, and, you know, just really dug in and became who we really just are, and knowing it and shining the beauty of that knowledge of, you know, our divine nature, our infinite worth, our self-respect, right, in the luminous way, you know, our sensuality, yes, of course, as well, but obviously in moderation, right, and in appropriate situations, okay? Channeled message for you as well, you know. Yeah, so, you know, I just don't think that this person is really obviously trying to make the relationship go down, go away or go down, okay? They just, maybe they feel understood, maybe they feel hurt. Okay, maybe they feel shame for doing something they've done, you know, and they just, you know, to resolve that conflict with that person, you know, you've gotten to a place of inner peace and abundance. Okay, to be different, like I said, your outer world would be different. Okay, and now you're able to look, instead of reacting, you know, you were reacting, you know, giving away your energy, your positive energy, you know, instead of giving away, being negative, right, and giving off that kind of frequency and unstable and frequency, that painful, you know, vibe, you know, maybe they're playing the victim role, you know, but it doesn't matter, you know. The channeled message is to always give love to people, you know, because they could be feeling, you know, the same way you are, right? And maybe they feel misunderstood just like you are, or, you know, that the lonely or needing compassion, or feeling like, you know, nobody understands them, like I already said, or whatever, you know. But it just looks like this person is like just wanting to stay in their ways, like a distorted, you know, male, and he's just kind of stubborn with his ego, like, woe is me, and it wasn't me, and why did this, and I can't believe that, and I'm never gonna this, and now this, now that, you know, or come out, you know, and become, you know, vindictive, you know, and distorted again, you know, and, you know, after hermit mode. Okay, so hopefully by you continuing to always be there with, you know, energy that is positive and you know, brings people up, right? The luminosity one, you know, you'll be able to help in some way, okay? Or somebody, you know, in your future, okay? It doesn't have to be this person. It just felt like it should be that way, you know, especially with, like, most of the times people needing to forgive each other, you know. It looks to me like this person has forgiven this other one, because now they're like, okay, you know, I want you to be happy, you know, and I want you to feel loved. Like, this is all I have to give, you know. If this isn't enough, then, you know, I'm sorry. That's probably why we're moving on. But they have to be self-fulfilled as well, and get up and out of this kind of a hermit mode, you know, in distorted ways that are just unjust and making the relationship have a lot of conflict in it, right? But just remember that it helped both you to become stronger and, you know, wiser, and learn things, right? And move into your life purpose, okay? It says that you are a sacred woman, okay? So they do recognize, you know, that in you as an energy right here, a mutual energy, okay? I think there just wasn't enough creativity on this side to, you know, step up into ascend together in this relationship, you know. And so that's why there was this path here that possibly, you know, you have a obviously a choice of two. This is like, you know, the lover cards, right? But the inner peace for me looks kind of like the, you know, the sun card, okay? So this is also here to teach the masculine you know, once you are split, you know, how to also love themselves, okay? So you both are learning. This is a mutual energy, emotional freedom, okay? Emotional intelligence, okay? Seeing people as souls, not just as people, okay? So feel like he's gonna, if that's you, or cross watcher if you're watching, you know, and you can always help them if, you know, that's something that you're able to do, right? If they allow, but it looks like they might be closing down, they close their heart down, right? So, and that might be a reason too why, you know, the downfall. It's like I'm always here to help you, but you don't allow me to support, yet, you know, there's a lot of injustices towards me, you know, and there just wasn't the closeness here beyond the, you know, sexual passion, freedom here, in the relationship, okay, and just a lot more 3D, not spiritual things like, you know, like I said, money, and just like a breakdown. This is just a breakdown of many sorts, especially mentally. Looks like somebody, you know, was an introvert or always in their mind, I think, and that feels like the distorted masculine here, you know, and just always thinking about something, or waiting for the shoe to fall, you know. As I say that, I just saw his shoe, it was covered up, and I say fall because of the brick wall. Okay, that's a channeled message for you. So yes, while you have been definitely, with us seeing the snake here, had some injustices done towards you, and you've probably done, but we're to them obviously, but we're not talking about them, we're talking about him because that's what's coming up. So there's a snake there, I don't know if you can see it or not, you know, and you know, you've had to learn the line that you have to draw, the boundaries, right, where, you know, you respect yourself, right, and you have to move away from people, you know, you have to, but you have to forgive them, okay, and you know, you can, and needing, and also forgiving yourself, you know, whatever, however you need to, however you can learn to do that. If you need help, call me, or, you know, everything's online, I mean, you can find something somewhere, okay, but you'll need to learn to forgive and how to forgive yourself, you know. If you're like me, it's like, for me before, it was like nothing ever bothered me, you know, and I would just forgive anybody for everything. It's like, oh, don't worry, and I really meant it, you know. But there's been one or two things, you know, in the past couple years that really hit me, you know, that, you know, stuck, you know, and that I really had to give a good time to think about things, okay? And I think that's what's going on, you know, with you and this person, you know, mainly this person. It's like, you know, what could have been in the past, because it's on the inner pieces now on their side, even though it was on your side earlier, but I guess it's because earlier we were talking about your inner peace, and now they want me to talk about his. So, you know, maybe they are realizing that they are enough too. Maybe they didn't realize that, they didn't even know that, you know, but that was because they saw you, you know, walk away with self-respect, because you know, wouldn't let them get away with, you know, certain things that were done. Oh my goodness, came over, ran over this one, I don't know why, but you know, certain things that were done, okay, perhaps gone out on you, you know, or some kind of entanglement with somebody else. That's kind of what I feel. I see the red, and then there's two people together, and it just says sexual freedom, even though it's not a bad card. That's just what it feels like, right? You know, and you know, maybe they were, you know, they were obviously in that relationship with, you know, two learn something also, you know, probably learn to know how to listen to your intuition. Okay, that could be you, it could be them. This is you. I'm talking about you. Sexual freedom, self-respect. Yeah, they saw you walk away, you know, with self-respect because you know, weren't going to allow this anymore, or you weren't going to continue to be in it if, you know, you were going out on them. Wait. They're learning self-respect because you learn. Yeah, because they were going out on you. I'm sorry. So that's the way that is, okay? But that, you know, even though they left, they forgive you. Whoa, it went right over the sexual freedom and the justice. So that's justice, you know, that's justice for them, you know, because they left, you know, when there was injustice, so they respect themselves, you know, and their body, and, you know, and even though there was a distorted man, this person continued to move forward, giving forgiveness, okay, giving forgiveness to this person, okay. So, you know, they're watching you, okay? They're watching you, and that is going to help them change into the luminosity card, whatever that is, you know, the divine masculine, or, you know, in this card, the luminosity, but, you know, in tarot, the emperor, you know. So, even though things seem like they're falling apart, they're falling into place. I know, cliche, you always hear me say that. And for me talking about forgiveness, but I'm only telling you, you know, because it's there and it won't go away until it's resolved, okay? So if you want to resolve conflict, if you want to help yourself, if you want to help the person you're with, you have to be the example of the things that you need to do in order to get to where you want to be, you know. And so you've shown them that you love yourself, and you can, you know, follow, you know, God, and you're headed towards your North Node, or God's, you know, mansion He's got for you, or, you know, the path that is destined, you know, for you. Okay, they're watching you work towards your purpose, you know, and they're seeing that you forgive people and that you're forgiving to them no matter what they did, right? And they're extending forgiveness to you, empathy, understanding, compassion, you know, not like a person, and trying to teach you about emotional freedom. I wondered when that was going to come up, okay? Because you're soulmates, and this is what you're supposed to learn from each other, okay? You're supposed to learn inner peace from each other. So you should have learned inner peace from each other. If not, you will be soon. You'll be forgiving, and that will be the inner peace, you know, that you now can have, you know, where, you know, you both can move forward either together or with another person. But you will definitely be able to move forward if you wanted to and not be stagnant from being your highest self or with your person, okay? But so another thing that you learned, or if you haven't learned, write it down, is having your heart open, okay? And if you don't know how, again, reach me at my email, okay? I'm a life coach, spiritual advisor, however you want to call me. All right, and I can help you, okay, to know how to forgive, how to feel empathy if you don't know how, you know, how to get out of cycles, you know, how to set boundaries, you know, how to know when it's, you know, God talking, you know, how, like, you know, intuition development, you know, how to know what my purpose is, you know, how to know what to do with these gifts that I have been revealed and are new to me and I'm experiencing but don't know what's going on, you know, and could use help understanding, because, you know, while not knowing how to use them or what's going on, it can seem very overwhelming, okay, and almost, what's the word, overwhelming, and it can feel like, what's the word, a curse is what I've heard people say in the past, like a curse. For me, I never saw it as a curse. It was always something beautiful. It was always something special that I knew I had, you know, and I mean, granted, I did keep it to myself for a long time, you know, but I never denied it and then didn't use it and strayed away from it, you know, and turned away from it, or was scared of it, you know. I honed in on it and I developed it and I looked into it and, you know, paid attention to how I felt or what was going on, right, and journaling the things that were happening to me, right, as I grew in different parts of my life, okay. So there's lots of serendipity that's going to happen to you now, okay, that you're going to know how to do anything, okay. So just say to yourself, I open my heart to love, period, okay, or I open my heart to love and being loved, or to being loved, whatever makes you feel the best vibration in your heart, okay. So I really like this so far, this message for you, okay. So I'm going to leave it here at this. Everything's about to work out for you. I truly believe it, okay. Divine masculine, feminine is coming in, serendipitous. You will know when, okay, and where, and you'll feel that vibe, okay, coming in very mature, okay, and there's you know, it was just very much meant to happen, okay, and gonna very much meant to happen, okay, very much your soulmate, okay, and they're also going to be able to help you with your gifts, okay. So it looks like they also have gifts like you do, okay, and you're very compatible with this person that's coming, all right, and pretty much that's it, you know. I see a lot of rainbows and love here, so do take care. I hope you've enjoyed. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next. Namaste.